In the last segment, we talked about the way that modifications generally go, and with the tier or waterfall approach, where first we go interest rate reduction, then we go term increase, and then we go potentially principal reduction. However, there's another category that we call the reverse waterfall, and it's a very, very small group of loans that the mortgage companies, because of all the bad things that they were doing, and there are a lot of bad things they were doing, by the way, entered into a settlement with the Department of Justice and a variety of the state's attorneys around the country. One of the terms of this settlement is they agreed to do principal reductions. And so instead of the normal waterfall effect where principal reduction is the last and often completely not done solution, this starts with principal reduction. Now, I've personally had a variety of Bank of America and Chase loans that have done this, but there are several mortgage lenders that were involved in this process, in this settlement with the Department of Justice. So if you get what I call the golden ticket, and I think it's important for you to look at this, it's something that typically comes in a FedEx envelope from your lender, and it will say in the first paragraph something about the Department of Justice. If it says Department of Justice, you got what I call the golden ticket. And that's a wonderful, wonderful thing, because then it makes the modification worthwhile. Because now we're not talking about being $100,000 upside down. We're talking about being, maybe close to fair market value and still getting a payment that you can afford. So if you get the reverse waterfall, principal reduction, Department of Justice, golden ticket letter, good for you. And I think that's something you need to pursue. The other thing about that is it's a reduced paperwork agreement, which means that, and we're going to go through this in other sections, you're going to see there's a lot of paperwork involved in doing the modifications. In the reverse waterfall Department of Justice settlement, there's not. It's a very simple type of application. It's a streamlined application and process. Typically, you're assigned one person who does it. We've had many of these that we've gotten through in a month or so, where most modifications are in the 90 to 120 type days plus. So again, look for Department of Justice in the first paragraph or so of any notices that you get from your lender about modifications. All right, and I hope you do.